are at my house because we are making you a birthday present. We are having a very good time and we wish you were here. From us.
20 years ago, our daughter Sarah was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma. It's a very rare form of bone cancer. She was 10 years old at the time.
Sarah, what do you think of the snow? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yes. You gonna build a snowman?
The diagnosis for this disease is very poor, and she lost her battle with cancer at age 11. I'll never forget the night that Julie and I had to sit down with Sarah and explain to her what she had. She was very brave. She was a little scared. In fact, I believe at the beginning her biggest fear was that she might lose her hair. But she fought bravely for a year. She never complained. She never asked, why me?
For 20 years, you have stood by our side in supporting this tournament, in supporting pediatric cancer research, and in supporting our family. And for that, we are so grateful. Sarah had a short life, but it was a really good one.
Here comes Sarah on her first day of school. Boy, doesn't she look good. There's Mom.
She was a wonderful daughter, sister, cousin, niece, granddaughter, and friend. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping our family get through this difficult time.
Although this is the last year of the golf tournament, this is not the end of our fight against childhood cancer. We'll continue to fund research in the hopes that no family has ever had to experience what we went through.
There's certain kids, there's certain families that leave a lasting mark. And I think Sarah's left a lasting mark. And I just want to thank Bill and Julie and this whole group of friends that don't want to let that memory go and make sure that that legacy does something for other kids so that they won't have to go through what your family went through. So I just want to thank you and the whole team. It's been very meaningful for the last 20 years. And I know our doctors and nurses, our researchers, you know, they're doing great things with the resources that you provide.
I have seen firsthand how important it is to have this kind of funding available to children's, to the research department, and to our families. You know, when they go through the diagnosis and they have to upend their lives, and every day they struggle to make these incredibly difficult decisions, and they live with so much stress. And if we can provide any kind of support in that kind of financial way and hope for them that, you know, people are out there working for a cure for them, I think that takes a huge stress away from them, and they can focus on the day-to-day things that they need to worry about, which is taking care of their families and their kids who are struggling with a challenge that we can't even comprehend how difficult it is until you live through it. The donations that you've given have just provided these families with so much. Just makes all the difference in the world to them, I think.
Going back to the time when Sarah was first diagnosed, we had very crude tools. More recently, we've had a new wave of innovation that has resulted in new types of immunotherapies. These are therapies that really take the child's own immune system and help to train it and repurpose it to fight off the tumors. This is a much more natural process in many ways and really takes advantage of the strength of that child's body and its immune system. This is its early days for immunotherapy, but we have great hopes for it. And the scientific endeavors that have gone into developing these new approaches are incredibly important and require a lot of resources.
With your support, we have been able to fund innovative research projects to investigate a medulloblastoma, a pediatric brain tumor at genomic and proteomic levels. More specifically, we have been able to purchase scientific equipment and reagents which make our job easier. With all this help, we have been able to make progress in new opportunities for treatment to children with pediatric brain tumors.
I knew Sarah growing up, the best of friends, and her passing away from something that should not have happened in the first place really got to me. I haven't been the same ever since, that is for sure. I did want to do something in the medical field because of Sarah. So I went to nursing school, and then I finally got to go to the oncology floor, and that was the best decision I've made. It is not the easiest job, and people always ask me why I do that, but it's so worth it. And then I ended up having my baby last February, and in June he was diagnosed with B-cell leukemia. And ever since then it's been a huge roller coaster ride. We basically lived at Children's, never thought that I would ever live at work before. The community at Children's has been so amazing. From the bottom of my heart as a nurse and as a mother, especially as a mother, thank you so much for all the donations and everything that you've done to work towards ending childhood cancer.
Thank you for supporting the children and families who are still looking for a cure. Your efforts are definitely making a difference. And on a more personal note, thank you for remembering my sister Sarah and keeping her memory alive.